Man, what a long day of work. Better get some sleep. Time to get right back to work. I'm just gonna take the elevator. This father of a loving wife and 6 kids on the day of his promotion fell to his death because of an elevator that didn't even exist. This is a major hazard, making it a dangerous POI to live in. Fortnite Chapter 2's map is beautiful with iconic locations, beautiful waters, cities, and so much more. And with it returning in remix, I thought it'd be a good time to do a ranking video around this map. Now before we actually get into this video, I wanted to give some massive credit to Dreamscape on YouTube for giving me the inspiration to even make this video in the first place. Recently, he's been making some Fortnite videos on how livable locations are, and I thought they were pretty interesting and actually really fun to watch. You guys should go check him out and drop a sub. But I also wanted to have my kind of own attempt at this, but not downright copying the idea. So I thought something a little similar, but instead ranking them by how dangerous they are. This means I'm going to turn into a construction worker and review the kind of environments and how safe they would be. So yeah, enjoy the video, and once again, huge shout out to Dreamscape, and enjoy. Alright, so the first location we're gonna do is Pleasant Park. And yes guys, I am doing a face cam now. This is my first time doing a face reveal on my channel, and I thought this would just be a good time to do that because I haven't done it for like 3 years on YouTube, and I think it's about time, you know. Okay, so we have 3 main things we're looking for. We're looking for hazards, this being environmental, and then secondly, threats. This would be like hostile like entities, NPCs, things like that. And those will just help determine like how dangerous they're gonna be. So, yo, that's our checklist. So first in this house, looking pretty normal with bookshelves, couches, kitchen. Nothing too dangerous. This is like your typical home. Let's look down the basement. You know, this house is pretty safe. Not counting all the guns lying around the place. We won't count those to determine how dangerous it is. And yeah, this house is perfectly fine. It's entirely safe. I feel like Pleasant Park would be like a pretty nice place to live in. Except for the fact this was not here the other day. Oh, this happened in like Chapter 2 Season 2. They revealed the secret bunker, and now it's actually opened again. Because last time you had to go through that porta potty, and they just revealed it now. This is instantly dangerous with a POI. Before it wasn't as dangerous because you could access it with only one way, but now it's just opening the ground. Imagine you're having a nice little walk with your family. Your little kid's like not very aware, and they just slip, falling down into this dangerous territory. This is not good. Look at this, hostile enemy. We don't want that. WM guys. This turns it more into a dangerous POI, which is quite sad because Pleasant Park is a pretty safe. Oh, rapid fire. They bring it back. Yeah, so this isn't very safe for Pleasant Park anymore. It was way safer before this bunker opened up. But let's just have a little look around here and see what makes it really dangerous. So first of all, we had the NPC there, and we've got a bunch of like equipment, chests. This doesn't look very safe. Now this whole place is just not safe at all. And then pretty much every other like thing is pretty safe. All the houses seem pretty reasonable. We even have like a crossing sign to show, you know, people like families crossing by schools. Let's have a little quick look in this house. Oh, this is quite dangerous. Like, let's say, you know, your son, he's trying to get around the place. You know, he's curious. He climbs up the shelf, up on here. He's like, I want to get down. Look at this huge gap in the roofing of the floor. That is bad. He's gonna fall and die. I'd say this is like one of the best locations you can live in. Like Chapter 1 though, best one. This bunk here though does bring it down a lot, which is like, it's a very big hazard for like families living here. We don't want that. So for the tier list, we have Death Trap, meaning it's just completely unsafe. And then unsafe. Cautionary, meaning it's mildly safe and then also pretty dangerous. Pretty safe, and then I would move in here. Now for Pleasant Park, I would have put Pleasant Park right here. But because of that huge bunker that opened up, I'm gonna have to give it like a cautionary because that could be a very big hazard for people living there. So that's what I'm putting for Pleasant. So I'll probably put it in between, but cautionary seems about right for the huge bunker. I also got my construction fit on. Don't have any construction clothes, so this is gonna have to do. Alright, this is really unsafe because of me. I'm destroying the residence place. Alright, Salty Springs, pretty iconic location, and I doubt highly that this location has any hazards. Just because of how I remember it back in like Chapter 1 and even Chapter 2. it definitely isn't going to be dangerous at all. This is pretty close resembling to Pleasant Park because it has similar housing. Right here, I think this is the exact same bunker. Not quite, but is it? It might be, I don't know. I can tell you right now that this place is perfectly safe. I mean, look at all these nice homes you could live in. Got blue house, brick house, even doorbells. Whoops. Got a dartboard. This person's decorating a lot with stop signs. Interesting. The only way I could ever see this location unsafe is when they bring in the secret base under here. They had one, right? During chapter 1 season 4, I think. Could have been later, but I'm pretty sure that's for season. No. What was it? I don't know. You guys have in comments. I honestly can't remember. It's been so long. But yeah, literally everything else. This location is the safest you can have in Fortnite. I can tell you right now. So if we pull up the tier list here, I'm going to put Salty Springs in. I would move in here because it is one of the safest locations in Fortnite of all time. Alright, moving into Dog Pound, and this is probably where it starts to go downhill a little bit for the threats, because as you know, Snoooppdoggg has taken over the agency and it is infested with henchmen like everywhere. Snoooppdoggg! Alright, going in, we have a lot of statues, a nice little fountain. This looks pretty luxurious. It's quite a nice location to live in, I would say, if it wasn't infested with like henchmen in every location. Straight off the bat, we have a bunch of Cadillacs. Beautiful. And as you can hear, there's already henchmen already guarding on me. A lot of gold, palm trees, such like a nice place to live, but then the henchmen ruin it. This makes it extremely dangerous. Imagine trying to navigate around here. They're always making these weird ass noises.
The low taper fade me is still massive.
What did you say? Obviously, tons of henchmen and one and only Snoooppdoggg lives here. And he has the best gun in the game, or second best gun in the game after the minigun, with the drum gun. It is insanely overpowered, and I simply would not be able to live with some man, especially Snoooppdoggg of all people, roaming around with a drum gun going wild. I'm just going to clear out all these enemies to make it a lot easier to review it. So let's just do that quickly. See how unsafe this is? You're having to fight off Snoooppdoggg in the place you might want to live in. And here we go. We've got Snoooppdoggg, and we have his mythic drum gun and the vault. Let's have a little look around here. So you can see this is actually a chill place to live in, to be honest. With like all these vending machines, a bunch of office space, and of course we have the vault. Imagine this, infinite money, pretty much. But if we're like not counting the fact that I could even like take down Snoooppdoggg and this is real life, this would be a terrible place to live, or even try to go around, because look at this, you literally have lasers scanning around. Security cameras, henchmen. Overall, this location is really nice, but it just takes away from the fact that there's henchmen everywhere, so this would be pretty dangerous. Alright, so back to the tier list for Dog Pound. This is pretty much a death trap, because if you're trying to live here with henchmen like everywhere, how are you gonna live? We are now at Frenzy Farm. This location was actually not as memorable as I think it could have been, but you know, farms aren't normally in Fortnite. I think this would also be fairly safe. The one thing you can help determine that though is by finding some hazards they might have in the houses. You know, help a little, thinking about how dangerous it is. Maybe the attic has something that's unsafe. I mean, you could say this is kind of unsafe. It seems like it's still under construction. Like if you had your children around here and they come up here on accident, they might trip over on some pallets. I'm literally thinking of anything. Look at this falling over the chair, that's a bad sign. Oh, it's all roughed up. Can't live here, death trap. I think farms wouldn't be as safe, maybe, just because there's a lot of like terrain bumps, a lot of old rough, there may be like some rusty nails around the place. Might get lost in the cornfield and die. Have a look in the barn. If your children were around here without you knowing, they might fall over. I'd say this is unsafe for kids to be around. This looks unsafe. Still under construction. Look at all these nails coming out. Maybe one of them pops out and they stand on it. Imagine the pain. Like, that's a nail right there. Ah! I feel like this would be like pretty safe, but there's definitely going to be hazards in a farm. I'm pretty sure. I've had my own experience. One of my cousins live in a farm and I still in a rusty nail. It's not fun. So just based off those factors about farms, I'd say that Frenzy Farm is pretty safe. I wouldn't say it's not safe, but just for it's a farm, there's always going to be some sort of like hazards around, you know, nails, maybe the animals might even attack you. I just feel like farms aren't the safest, but they're definitely not dangerous. Okay, the new location, Ice Isle for Ice Spice in Fortnite. Never thought I'd be saying that, but here we are. This is the original shark from Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 2. but it has been completely renovated to match Ice Spice. So straight off the bat, there are a lot of threats, those being the henchmen. This makes it dangerous already, so you can imagine what the final result's going to be like. So far, this location is looking quite nice though. It's like a mall. Oh, I kind of miss it for section. So over here, we got some nice bottles. This seems like another chill place to live in, except for the fact there are henchmen everywhere. There's a food court. Yo, this is like a mall. This is sick. It's giving me like memories of Mega Mall from Chapter 1 Season 9. Got the escalators. Be cool if they actually work though. Once again, the lasers. Huge threat. But this place is looking real nice. I will say that. This spice. Got spice. Ooh, new design. Oh, grappler too. Nice. I'm pretty sure this gives you ice feet. And this. What does this do? Is it just for fast one original? Oh, when you spray it, do you like fast? Or is it just an effect? I think it's just an effect. But anyways, aside from that, this is pretty similar to the situation with a dog pound, where it's like a nice place to live. But unfortunately, there are henchmen everywhere. Once again, lasers, security cameras. How could you even live here? This is dangerous. I love the whole food court, the mall design. And I think if you lived in certain spots, it could be safe, I guess. But considering there's a lot of henchmen too, you'd have to make your way around quite a lot. I do think this is safer than Dog Pound though. You do have an escape route here, and I'm stuck. And I feel like there's more contained spaces, unlike the Dog Pound. The Dog Pound is very open in the center, and there's more like places you can like go through more safely, I want to say. And there is way more food. So just based off that, I want to give this like medium kind of like ranking. Because of all the food, more like closed spaces compared to an open space, but it's definitely not safe once again. So if I had to rank the new Ice Isle location, I want to say this is a caution area or unsafe. Probably more unsafe because Ice Spice lives there. And over henchmen, I'm not going to say caution area because it's definitely more than that. Lots of henchmen, but I think it's safer than Dog Pound for sure because way more food, more enclosed spaces, and it seems pretty chill, I guess. Okay, we are now at Sweaty Sands. Wait, why does this feel familiar? Anyways, let's just look around and see if this place is safe. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty safe because I don't feel like it could be that dangerous. After all, it is like a resort location to live in, like a vacation, and I do see it as being a pretty chill place to live in. And this building, we've got a nice bedroom, kitchen. It seems pretty nice to live. An elevator. This is a huge hazard. I mean, imagine if a happily married father with a loving wife and 6 kids fell down here and died. That would be terrible. So overall, this building is chill, except for the fact the elevator does not work at all. So that's going to take away some points, because that's unsafe. Trying to get down, you have to use the stairs. That's pretty rude. This place is like a nice disco area to chill in, with some emotes, some drinks. Probably not very safe for kids who won't know. Overall, Sweaty Sands seems like a nice place to be in and live in. You just have to be in the right places. There's even an ice cream store here. There's the new grappler. Oh yeah, it's like the icy grappler, I see. And it's infinite too. That's kind of crazy.
Hey, Brody! Brody, hold on.
Oh shit!
That is a hazard. It's bad. Maybe the worker here, he's working it. Oh, I'm out of ice cream, gotta get some more stock. Just get it from here. Whoops, slip, die, or injury. Bad. That is another hazard. It's probably like super unserious and doesn't actually matter, but we're taking them into account because remember, I am a construction worker. I have 20 years of experience. I would know these things. There's some nice tacos, noms and shit. Oh, this is a pretty good place. Oh, a dark alleyway. I don't know about that one. Imagine you're just walking down this hallway. I mean, everything else for all these buildings are very nice. There are a couple hazards in this place, but it is kind of expected in such a big location where a lot of people live. So this is gonna get an interesting rating. So just based off all those things, Sweaty Sands does seem like a nice place to live in, but there are of course a lot of cautious things. So I'm gonna say it's pretty safe. Just like Frenzy Farm, there are also some hazards there, but this definitely has more, like the elevator that doesn't even work. It actually might fall under caution area or like just in between. But I think pretty safe is the right spot because if you're like in the right mind, you won't fall down those things, so you'll be fine. And now we have Weeping Woods, the second only forest location in Fortnite ever, which is pretty interesting. They definitely need to do more. Next season, or next chapter, there's actually rumored to have one. Spoiler warning. But I think this location is actually safe, because I spiced a nice little diner, kitchen too, fireplace, don't see much danger there. This overall building is like kind of, I guess, where you get welcomed, and I'd say it's pretty chill. Or maybe even this one's the welcoming building, I don't know. You've even got a nice little playground for your children, a little shack here, tool shed, nice. RV park, this is perfectly fine, I don't see any issues here. We've even got the toilets here, I think it's pretty chill. Oh no. There's a spot you can climb over into the other stall. That is not safe. That is, I think forests in general, if we're thinking real life, aren't that safe. It isn't the most dangerous thing of all time, especially if you have coverage over here for buildings. But to be honest, they're actually not that safe either. Think about it. There's a lot of openings, no doors that close, pretty much, and just too much open space. There's not like a proper house you could live in. Maybe there's like a shack there. No doors though, and windows that don't close. Think about all the wolves, the wild animals, just roaming around, dangerous things. You're not really safe in these buildings, because they can just get in. Maybe even a lake here. You could drown in here. No! I was gonna say this location seems pretty safe, but now that I'm thinking more like real life perspective, this wouldn't be that safe, because there's too much openings. Too much open areas for you to be exposed to these wild animals, so it's quite dangerous. So Weeping Woods, I'm gonna say it's a caution area, because it definitely isn't the most safest thing in the world. No coverage at all, really. RV parks, I guess that kind of works. But to be fair, the actual buildings, nope. Think about all the animals. Okay, now we've got another dangerous POI I'm just going to predict by now, because it is a literal rig. And it's already leaking, so I think we already know where this is going. All these like boss locations are very unsafe just because of the henchmen. And the rig in general, not safe. Danger sign. I think the signs are clear enough. Got a little vent. Ooh, look how unsafe this is. Trying to balance on this. Falling into this very probably dangerous waters. Oh, imagine getting hit stuck here, bro. All this equipment looks dangerous to me. I don't know much about it, but it doesn't look safe. I never imagined a rig being very safe. Oh, there she is. Just overall, this place looks extremely unsafe to live in. Do not live here. After all that, I think we can finally say that the rig is a death trap. That's all I have to say. Now next up we have the factory of Slurpy Swamp. Definitely one of my favorite locations of this chapter of all time, I have to say. And I have an idea that this location is probably not very safe. Just because it's a factory and not a very safe environment you'd want to live in. But the thing is, there is a lot of heals slurp, so that does add to the safety level. But otherwise, look at all these boxes, all these equipment, just dangerous things you could stumble on. I mean, look, we literally got a turned over truck. And just based on factories, it's pretty easy to say that it's not that safe. But I also want to say it's pretty safe just because of all the heals, but the environment, we're focusing more on the environment, guys. Think real life. I don't think slurp in real life, let's just say, doesn't heal you. Let's just say if the slurp is toxic in this, like imagine falling in this. I mean, maybe like makes you mutant or something, but I wouldn't say it's very safe to fall in here. I mean, look how high up these chimneys are. Falling down them would be horrendous. This is an amazing location, lots of heals, but it is just not a safe place you'd want to be in. It's one of my favorite locations ever, but like, in terms of thinking about how dangerous it is, I'd say it's unsafe. Not a death trap, but it is unsafe. Okay, next up we're at Lazy Lake, and once again, this is probably going to be one of those locations where there aren't really many hazards at all. I mean, it's probably one of the best residential places you could live. Like, it's pretty similar to Tilted. It's clearly Chapter 2's take on it, but I just don't see how many hazards there could be here. Oh, this is quite dangerous here. There's even like things to block it off. This adds to the hazard. The elevators just seem to not work in this. Yeah, this is another hazard. And this is actually one of the nice places for Lazy Lake Spa. Nice little place here. Another elevator, let's see. And what do you know? Another hazardous elevator. Man, what is up with elevators in Fortnite? And here's the spa. Now this is pretty nice, but of course those elevators add to the dangerous environments. So Lazy Lake, I think it belongs in a pretty safe spot, just like Spitty Sands. It is a good place to live in, but there are always hazards, just like the elevators. Again, that's the only ones I could find. But of course, that is a major thing people use. So if they don't have it, then it is a big problem. Okay, now the grotto is going to be dangerous instantly. First of all, the only way you can get in here is either by taking basement tunnels or going into a cave, which both options sound terrifying. Here we got an entrance there, or like a little spot. And here is how you get in. Instantly, look at all these dangerous spots you could fall in here. Of course, you got a whole restaurant, Mom's Spaghetti for M&M, but it isn't safe. So you got some more security lasers that would kill me. Got a vault again. And of course you have M&M boss with literally the best gun in the game. The minigun. It is insane. I've died so many times to it and it pisses me off every time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's safe to conclude that the grotto, or spaghetti grotto now, is not safe. It is very dangerous actually. So for the grotto, we can safely say that it is just a death trap. You have to enter through wind tunnels or a cave or jump down like a hole. So now next up we have dirty docks. And I do see this being quite dangerous. All these cranes in high environments seem very dangerous to be around. And there's obviously a lot of equipment and we've got barbed wire. And all these crates. A lot of dangerous things. This is not safe, to be honest. Here, there's another hazard up here. Hole in the floor. Overall, I don't see this being very safe, to be honest. Like, look at all these broken down things. The environment seems very, very like ruined. So for dirty docks, I want to say it's a caution area, or actually even unsafe. I'm putting it straight unsafe because I don't see it being a good environment at all with all that stuff around there. Alright, so we're at I think one of the most underrated locations in chapter 2, Holy Hedges. I actually love this location. I remember being like an achievement to break like 500 of these, I think. So obviously there's a lot of nice homes you could live in here. I don't see them being too dangerous at all. Now we have like the kind of main area for Holy Hedges. Guessing this all the plants get worked with. This isn't very dangerous. I mean, I guess some of these things here could be dangerous. And I want to say this is kind of dangerous. Like if you hit one of these in accident, you're blowing up the whole place. And they all set off each other, so this could be dangerous. However, everything else is entirely safe, if I have to be honest. And Holy Hedges has just been like a really chill location for me for a while, and I want to say I would move in here, because it is honestly perfect. Alright, right up now we have Steamy Stacks, and this definitely is going to be dangerous. Just because, first of all, it is literally a nuclear power plant, Kevolution energy, and it's also the cube. And the cube has been well known to be a very dangerous entity in Fortnite, so you can already imagine how dangerous this will be. You can see how hazardous this is. Look at all this water. This is probably very toxic. Like, you're not surviving in here, let's be real. It's probably giving you some like unknown disease that you do not want. And if you guys don't want any diseases, hit that sub button. Like look in here, look at all that. This looks extremely dangerous. You do not want to jump in here. So that's pretty quick to say, and yes, Steamy Stacks is without a doubt a death trap. I mean, let's just be real. Now we have a one and only yacht. I don't know if that was a thing. I think this is going to be quite dangerous too, because again, we have a lot of henchmen. And the only way you survive is if you disguise yourself. This of course is quite a luxurious place you could live in. In terms of living actually, no, I don't think this is the best place to live. First of all, it belongs to a cat, so you would have to sleep in here, bro. It is also quite dangerous because the only way you can ever leave is by either taking a helicopter and risk getting shot out, or swimming across the waters and risk being shot out. So I simply don't see this as safe at all. I mean, you're stuck in one spot only, right here, in one island next to you. And the only other place you can go to is either here or to the other dangerous place. So yeah, the yacht is another death trap because you're stuck in one isolated spot and you can't really escape without the risk of dying, so it is now confirmed to be a death trap. Now, we have another, I think, chill location we could, like, live in without much danger, and that is Craggy Cliffs. This is like a nice fishing area if you're into that. Some nice houses to live in. I honestly don't need to review these because I imagine they're pretty safe. Chicken here though, still garage. Okay. I'm sure there's like a thing here, yeah. Ooh. This isn't dangerous, but it's quite a weird spot. I guess this could be considered hazardous. Now first, let's actually have a look at the main Sticks restaurant and see what we're going into. Some good food here. Honestly, this is pretty chill. Got a whole restaurant. I'm pretty sure there's an underground spot though. This might have something that is bad. And I just took full damage because I'm a bot. How do I get back up? This is hazardous. I just fell. I'm about to die. Yeah, that's a hazard. I just fell off a balcony. This is quite dangerous if you think about it. I'm probably just stupid, but if I experience it and I'm a construction worker, I can confirm that it's dangerous. Now, this one building in particular doesn't seem very safe. Just look at the way it's presented here. Cobwebs, broken door. Oh, nah, this is very, oh no. This is quite hazardous and dangerous. I've seen that word about a million times, but some way I can describe it. Yeah, how are you supposed to take a bath in this house? Oh, just broken cobweb. Toilet probably doesn't even work. Not a great bed. More broken floors. More broken floors. More broken walls, man. This house isn't very safe. And that balcony, really sit it down for me. I want to say that it is a caution area. It is not unsafe, but there is stuff you have to be aware of. We are now in Retail Row, and this location, I'm guessing, is going to be fairly safe. It is pretty iconic, and I don't remember anything too dangerous about it. Oh, they bring back the shadow and ghost houses. Ooh, this could be like, is it dangerous? Let's look. I can't remember what went down in here. Oh yeah, they're like spying on each other. I don't know what's going on with this image. I mean, I guess having like secret spies in this area makes it unsafe. I don't know what's going on here. I want to say this is dangerous because if you're like a worker here in these buildings and you literally have like 2 different opposing people here spying on each other, that is kind of dangerous. Because they are threats to each other and they might start something bad, you never know. There's always these little updates that make it slightly less dangerous, because Retail Row would not be very dangerous if that wasn't there. And honestly, I think that's it for Retail Row. It is pretty safe. That shadow and ghost thing does change it for me though. It definitely does. Because, you know, if you're trying to like work here, it's your job, and you just have 2 people fighting against each other in between. That doesn't sound like a very good working environment, you know. And while Retail Row, I want to say it is pretty safe. It is definitely not a caution area, but the ghost and shadow thing, it brings it down from I would move in here to pretty safe. So last and absolutely not least is Misty Meadows. My favorite location of chapter 2 of all time. One of the best locations of all. Something about this is just amazing. I don't know what it is. But you know, chapter 2 overall. Am I tripping or did I just see someone run across there? Oh. I'm schizophrenia. It actually freaked me out. I'm seeing things. I swear, I saw something run across just there where my cross is going. Alright, anyways, back to reviewing this location. We have a lot of nice, like, little cafes. We have Oink. Nice. Nice. These designs are very, like, friendly. I like the look of the buildings. More stores. Got noms if it's like food. A library, got a house, coffee shop. This is just nothing dangerous about it. This isn't biased either just because I like this location. It is actually just overall safe. A nice fishing store. Look around here. Pretty nice. Misty Meadows, it just seems like such a nice place to live. I actually would love to live here. It isn't dangerous at all. Yeah, it's probably the best location on chapter 2 to live in and in general. So finally, I can say that I would absolutely move into Misty Meadows. So that is every location on the Fortnite remix map by how dangerous they are, from death trap to unsafe to caution area, pretty safe, and I would move in here, and this is pretty fun to do. You know, figuring out all the hazards, the threats in the overall environments, and just thinking kind of weirdly, but it was pretty fun to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Once again, where credit should be due, huge shout out to Dreamscape. He has been cooking with his videos, it was super entertaining, and if you guys haven't seen them already, you guys should check him out. And yeah, I'm curious what you guys would do, and if you agree with his tier list. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.